Some important questions about the fault current. We have discussed about that. How do you calculate the fault current, and how do you calculate the ground fault current? How do you calculate the bus bar short circuit current? How will you calculate the load current? Why is the fault current is so high? What is the maximum fault current? We have discussed about that one by one. So our first question is, how do you calculate the fault current? Fault current calculation are based on Ohm's law, in which the current means I equal to the voltage V divided by the resistance R. The formula is I is equal to V upon R, where the short circuit is the resistance become very small, and that means the current become a very large. How do you calculate the ground fault current? To find the fault current at any point in a network, a sum is made of impedance in a network between the source of supply include the source of impedance and points at which the fault is occurred. To find the fault, 1K and the nominal applied voltage U2 divided the sum impedance in Z. Means impedance example is when Z. In a ground fault current, it's difficult to know in an electrical network or in a distribution. It is a heavy, and it is a tough to find it. Means it's, do you have a network of a 33 kVA or any 11 kVA that has been a network, or any conductor slip from an insulator, or a cable is slip from a joint box, then will be grounded with any other devices, electrical devices, just like as a switch cover, switch body, and then you operate it and then will be grounded it, and that will be trip your protections or cause any damages. So that fault is so heaviest and so high importance, and variety of a fault has been occurred in electrical systems. How do you calculate the bus bar short current? Bus bar cross section area is per current rating, or a bus bar current density of a material. Bus bar cross section area is per a current. Cross sectional area has been current ms squares. Why is the fault current is so high? Fault current are caused by a very low impedance short circuit. When there is a short circuit and the resistance become very small, and that means the current become a very large. If the resistance was a zero, then the calculated fault would goes to the infinity. And we have explained this topic will be in on a spread. We will be discuss on that topic on a MS Excel sheet. Hello subscriber, today our topic is fault current calculations, and how to calculate the fault current in a different devices, and how the fault current is occurred in electrical devices. We will discuss about that. So we are starting the fault current calculation. A common way how to calculate the fault current in different devices. Make an MS Excel spreadsheet create by created, and it represented an easy way to calculate the fault current by entering a few values in an indicate field. You will find the sheet with a very nice example already fulfilled. Before the starting the fault calculation, you will have choose the two steps between step 1A and step 1B, which are explained. Insert the available fault current ampere rating from a local utility. Means it will be clearly that explain that the first you use the fault current, which kind of a fault current has been occurred on a device, and first you will be focused on it, and then goes to what they troubleshoot on it. So we are starting at the step 2. Insert the kVA rating power factor, and the impedance means Z of a transformer is not required to continue. Note, when you have insert the kVA rating, power factor and impedance, you must select the voltage from a step down box, selecting voltage in the phase before the value will be calculated. Thanks for watching. Please keep subscribe me and watch the video, and also subscribe my channel. If you require any topic about the fault calculation or an electrical system, I will provide you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching my video. Please keep subscribe me.